is up, guys? Welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So, as you guys know, in the last video that we did, we got like a few achievements, broke some rules, and we got to memory lane and like got to skipped forward a few thousand years and got to the desert place, and we just did a lot. And when we ended the video, as you guys remember, we were at the Stanley Parable 2 games that like the narrator had made. So, and we tried to go up the stairs, but he put a wall in front of us, and I paused the game. So we're going to go back into it, guys. And before we get back into it, guys, please remember to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other epic videos just like this one. And tell me on my goal to 100,000 subscribers. So let's get into it, guys.
You leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Okay, I'll get the bucket. Free, easy trophy, okay. So yeah, we got into the Stanley Parable 2 game. We also went in here, so yeah. Alright, the bucket! Bucket!
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Oh my God!
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
The bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Yay.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yeah.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Stanley Parable 2 and get the bucket. Yeah. Yeah. Bucket. Let's take the bucket with us.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No, they don't.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I also wanted to see the infinite hole. I'm gonna check out the infinite hole before I leave. I want to check out all of these before I leave. Got some art. Distance, space-time, falling distance, space-time, hole like infinity.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Wow. Oh. I thought it was gonna crush me. Huh. I wanna go in. Okay, well, I mean, it's cool. But I'm not gonna jump in. I don't wanna do that. I may be a Stanley, but yeah, I just don't want to do it. Alright, well, let's look at the quadratic formula for the bucket. So we have time like infinity, hole like infinity, space like infinity, time deeper. So you just keep going infinitely. Wow. Because like, as you see, it's like kind of like a spherical shape. So basically, you like loop around until I don't know what I'm saying. A free, new, easy achievement. Get a free trophy. Pull the lever, receive your trophy, and no more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you're... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give me my trophy. Yeah, there's nothing else you can do. Screw you, narrator. I want my trophy.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle?
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Yay.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Okay. Cool. So I think we are here for the collectible. We saw the bucket. This I don't know how to get up to. I mean, wait, no, that's right here. Red is the new orange. No, it's not right there. Oh, it's right here. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
We're here. At this place. Infinity Hole. Oh, World Settings Champion. And free trophy. Alright, let's head to the World Settings Champion. World Settings Champion. Oh. Screw you! There's one last thing before you leave. It's the button that says the player name of the player that's playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Alright, shut.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love
Jim.
it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am
If
Jim.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim.
Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time.
That does hit
If this
hard.
were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Real.
Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I think his name is Jem. Oh, well, I guess we just leave. That was the final exhibit. Oh, well then. That was the final exhibit.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't really be exclusive, you know? It wouldn't really be fun. Cause like you wouldn't have a thrill of hearing your name said if other people have their name said too, if they're named Jim. Alright, well I guess we just leave now. But yeah, see the thing is gone, I guess we leave. Backpack, suitcase or something. Yeah, we just leave. Pretty simple.
So Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yes,
I know it's
do.
not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Yeah, me too.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not really big.
Yes, this is much better. I feel
Oh my God.
good about this. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Fun.
I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they would stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
I was gonna love it,
Wait,
but then...
maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Yeah.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
No, let's do it.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What's the name? What happened? Oh my God! We're fighting the Stanley Parable too! Wait, we're actually playing it. Begin the game. No way.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
Yeah, we saw that, but... Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, well, someday,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, please. Are you
No,
really
I'm
just
not trying
doing
to
this
do
for
that for
the
the
trophy?
trophy. No, stop.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a
No,
trophy
stop.
is worth?
Oh, no,
No,
it's the
Stanley
bucket.
picked up the bucket.
It's the bucket. So, the new add-ons aren't here, but still.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Yeah, I'm following the instructions. The bucket shall lead my way, even if it's a talking bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yeah, let's go
Coming
up
to
the
a
stairs.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, let's head upstairs to the boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Yeah, the
Even
bucket
now,
makes me
in his
happy.
darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't
Bucket.
notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh,
Nor
yeah,
in
I
his
did
bliss
that.
of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
I'm
Was the
scared.
bucket guiding him? Yes,
Bucket, protect
this
me.
is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah. Alright, come on, bucket. Let's go. Oh, collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I get it. Alright, we got a figurine. He actually did incorporate all this stuff. Oh my god! Just me and the bucket.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty.
Also, if somebody tries to bite me, then I can use the bucket as protection.
He would be all right.
And
the bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, I know the bucket's here for me. Thank you, narrator, for letting me know the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
But... Escape! Come on, bucket.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
No. Bucket. No. Bucket, you shall survive.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death.
No, because the bucket will protect me. The bucket will protect me. And I know it. Bucket. Ah, see? Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
No,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Oh my god, the bucket. No, it's actually on. No, my bucket. It's there. Oh my god.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Can I, like, leave?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Shut up.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Shut up. Give me that bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh my god, what is it?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Should have just ended the game.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're doing this again. Somewhere, a private but smelly place for an important person. That would be a bathroom, right? Stairs, something to do with stairs. Is there one in here?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy?
Shut
it's
up.
as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Cool. I guess that's nice. Oh god. That was Stan Lorraine. I mean, I guess I gotta head up here. Oh, exclusive bathroom.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
What about 4582? Would that work? 4582. 45.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Alright, so 5482. 5482.
2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah, shut up. The bucket's not guiding me. There's no bucket guiding me, so shut up. Now I don't even believe in the bucket. Bucket. God. Screw the bucket. Who needs a bucket?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh. So there was a fourth pillar being constructed.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone
fired.
in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I need to find 4267 because that's me, isn't it? I think that's 4267. Yeah, that's me. So I don't know if that, I can't barely see.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Shut up, it's a bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yeah, shut up.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
1, 2, 3. I just need to find 4 and 5. No, I found 5. Oh, 4's right there. Yeah, of course I can't go up there. Of course. I'll send them to the facility power.
When at last they came to the...
Yeah.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
I mean, I'd say.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it.
Oh my God.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped.
No.
Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Alright, well guys, I'm gonna have to end this video here. So, until next time guys,
what could it mean?
Please remember to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, so you do not miss out on any other epic videos just like this one. I will, remember guys, I will definitely be making more episodes on this, so stay tuned. So until next time.